Welcome to Coding from the Car, and today I want to talk about another 2 cool things you can do with C#. Why? Because I was sick this week, and these videos are easy to make. Get off my ass. Anyways, let's talk about Gmail and C#. First, we need to adjust some Google settings. Go to your account, then go to the security section, and make sure you have 2-step verification turned on. Why? Good question, random viewer. You're so smart and handsome and everything I wish I was. It needs to be turned on because app passwords require 2-factor, and we don't want to be storing our actual Gmail password hard-coded into an app. Also, there's this tiny little thing called security risk. I mean, Google wouldn't be Google if they just let anybody with your info access your Pfft, come on. Haha, just kidding. It's actually Google's way of getting out of trouble if a less secure app steals your data. Create an app password and don't make a YouTube video out of it like I did, and let's move on. Copy the password or write it down. This is what will be hard-coded in. I joke most of the time, but this is definitely not a good idea to hard-code a password into your app. Though the password won't give someone access through the website, it does give full access through an application. Only hard-code your app password if you're 100% sure it will stay private. First, make sure you are using system.net and system.net.mail. Next, snag this section of code. SMTP means Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, so now smtp.gmail.com kind of makes sense, but what about 587? 587 is a port, not going to explain that here, Google it if you're curious. SSL is encryption, which is required, I think. If it isn't, you should do it anyways. The delivery method needs to be defined. Surprisingly, network here means the internet and not like a local network. I believe default credentials are used for Google Cloud applications, and if you haven't guessed, this is not that, so set it to false. Then provide your credentials to Gmail by giving it your email, or as I stupidly named this variable, your username, your app password as we created earlier. You could also avoid all security risks by asking for the password via console read line or text box, but then you would have to remember the password. Blech. I chose to ask for the email and password. It's not really worth it for this test. Next, create your mail message object. SMTP client will take this as a variable. You'll see in a minute. Next, all you need to do is fill out your typical email stuff. Destination, subject, body, and your email. So it's not perfect. It doesn't autofill the from address. It could be a good thing, could be a bad. I didn't test to see if the authorization credentials had to match the from address. If not, that's actually pretty cool. Lastly, client.send takes the mail message object as a parameter, and we can send the message. Like every good project, this one starts with a NuGet. Search for ae.net.mail and install it. Afterwards, go back to your program and make sure you are using ae.net.mail. After that's done, set up a static IMAP client variable. IMAP sounds funny when you spell it out and add an S after it, but it also stands for Internet Message Access Protocol, so it kind of makes sense. Now we instantiate the IMAP client variable inside the main function and add some parameters. Similar to SMTP, Gmail has a server location for IMAP, which is here. Provide the IMAP client with your email and app password like you did before. Tell IMAP that you want to log into your email account. 993 is the port like 587 was for SMTP, and the bull at the end, make sure it's a secure connection. Easy. Make sure you code in your email and app password into the file. Now select the mailbox you want to edit. Grab your email. 0 here is the index, which means that it's the earliest email I have. If you want the latest email, you could put imapclient.getMessages count -1, and instead of a 0, it will return the most recent email. Now with the email selected, you can choose what you want to grab from it. Here I grab the subject. And lastly, you can delete the selected email with the delete message command. And there you go, you're on your way to programming an extremely annoying custom-made email blast app for your business idea that you had that one time when you smoked weed with your underage neighbor. Or you can use it to clean the 8,000 untouched emails that you have because you created your email when you were 16, like I did. By the way, searching your emails with IMAP is more difficult than it should be. I couldn't really figure it out. Anyways, psych, lament, and subscribe if you think I'm cute. Okay, bye.